Let's start with this. Former KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Mmamonnye Ngobeni handed herself into police today. Ngobeni, along with three others, including the controversial businessman Ashwin Narainpershad, are accused of fraud and corruption. All of this relates to a 2010 FIFA World Cup tender. Let me take you live now to Durban, and reporter Mawande Kheswa is covering that for us. Mawande, good afternoon to you. This, of course, linked to a police accommodation tender. It is worth millions of rands. Give us the background and then what happened in court today.
Well, this is twofold. You've got the 2010 issue around the accommodation for police officers who were working during that period, and that is said to be at an estimated value of about 47 million. All four of the accused are alleged to have played a role in swaying those tenders to go the direction of companies that are owned by Ashwin Narainpershad, as well as an issue around inflating of prices. The other issue is around the detachment orders. What those refer to are in a situation where there's a riot, local police would not necessarily be used. Police from other provinces would then be brought in. Then there would be miscellaneous items that need to be purchased, such as torches, bulletproof vests, and in that fashion, then prices would be inflated, as well as the swaying of those tenders to be given to companies that are owned by Ashwin Narainpershad. Then coming to today's appearances, we've had Ashwin Narainpershad, who is a former captain in the force, as well as former KZN Provincial Commissioner Mmamonnye Ngobeni. I'm going to start off with accused number 3, who is Narainpershad, who was released on 10,000 rand bail. Now, Jeremy, he's looking at an issue around fraud for the detachment orders that I just explained about, that ran from March 2009 to about June 2010, and that was amounting to about 3 million rand. The next one looks at the Soccer World Cup fraud for goods and services to the tune of about 2 million rand. And then we've got 26 million rand of fraud for the 2010 Soccer World Cup. Now, he said not to have directly benefited from these, but he received bribes of over 60,000 rand. I'm then going to move over to the former provincial commissioner now, who's also facing fraud for the Soccer World Cup accommodation to the tune of about 26 million rand. From there, to the tune of about 26 million rand, correct. And then she also is alleged to have received 26,000 rand from Pandey for a birthday party that is said to have been hosted for her husband. She is also accused of defeating the ends of justice through her conduct of not reporting the fraud, as it is a requirement for a person who held such a position of high esteem. Then she's also looking at an issue of fraud for non-disclosure. Now, her bail, as I've said, was set at about 20,000. Initially, the state wanted bail to be set at 40,000 rand, but they ended up agreeing on 20,000 rand.
What do we know about Ashwin Narainpershad, well known in the Durban business community?
Well, the information that we do have is that of this case that has been ongoing or pending for about 10 years, and he's synonymously known for that role that he's played, where a number of his companies were receiving tenders for that period of the 2010 World Cup. It's said that the dealings between the collusion between himself, his companies, as well as officials span from about 2009 onwards. And that is the information that is out there for us at this moment in time. It has been a long journey to get into the courtroom as far as he is concerned, and we will then see how this case pans out over time.
All right, outside the Durban Magistrate's Court for Upfront, Mawande Kheswa, thank you very much.